So the tournament has officially ended, guys, for the ultimate Clash of the Creators war in Raid Shadow Legends. This was probably one of the best tournaments I have ever competed in and some of the toughest competition I have ever witnessed, and I want to say thank you for the Raid team for letting me get involved in this. Even though the tournament is over, you can still get involved in Raid Shadow Legends by clicking the link in the description down below. You will get yourselves 1 legendary champion and 3 epic champions completely free, and there is also a QR code on the screen which you can use to get yourself into Raid. I'm going to show you guys how the competition went, where every team finished, and I want to show you a massive part of why the winning team won in the end. It was a lot of fun. In Team 1 was Fury Hippo Gaming, Warshack. In Team 2 was Marvel Snap and Mobile Gamer. In Team 3 was Scribe and Arnold, and in Team 4 it was me and Chris05, and Team 5 was Trump SC and Karen. As I said, you can still support us by clicking the link, and you can also come over to the website to have a look at how it went and still support us over there. But this is officially, guys, how the tournament ended up finishing off. Now, we didn't finish last, which was great. We were very worried that we might end up finishing last, because when I tell you this competition was tough, it looks like we absolutely got destroyed, but we actually did very, very well in the tournament ourselves when it came to gameplay. It actually came down to another point, which I'll show you, hence to why Team 3 and Team 5 did so well, and even Team 2. But the winners of the tournament in the end was Team 3, which was Scribe and Arnold, as in second was Trump SC and Karen with 480,000 points. In third was Team 2, which was Marvel Snap and Mobile Gamer with 415. In fourth place was us with 288,000 points, and in last place was Team 1 with 242,000 points. It was very kind of even across the board. You know, obviously when it came to the team's points, we were a little bit behind on the team points, but there was actually more of a bigger thing which changed the kind of fortune of the tournament for us, because as you can see, there was Team 3 had 145,000 total community points, which was absolutely unbelievable. Like, I thought our team, which is all of you guys, and again a massive thank you to all of you for getting involved, with nearly 23,000 points. When you want to compare that, for getting 100 arbiter missions completed, that's 250 points. So each person in the community that does all their arbiter points, that's 250 towards us. And you can obviously get 250 for the arena battles and 350 for reaching level 50. That's kind of, these are all the max points that you can get per person. Now, if you do all the max stuff, when you really look into how we had 23,000, you guys really grinded for us, and I was so proud of that. But the fact that Team 3 had 145,000 is absolutely unbelievable, and you can see how the stats went down here. And if you think about it, when it came down to the community points, with us with 288,000, when you actually add 145, let's say you had 150,000 points onto ours, that's taken us up to like nearly kind of second place there, and that shows you how close it comes down to when it's community points. Also, Team 5 managed to pull, apparently, from what I saw, a mythic, which is a 0.5% chance. But that shows you, you know, sometimes luck can be on your side in the game. And I think that is really, really what helped Team 5 along the way. I personally managed to get some awesome legendaries myself and had a lot of fun in Raid. And given my overall kind of thoughts and feelings on Raid, is like I always saw the game advertised a lot, and I never really played, like, I was so close many times because I love a mobile game, right? And I just never gave it a shot. And when they said to me, hey Dom, do you want to get involved in this tournament? We want someone, you know, to come in who's from like a different kind of gaming background and give Raid a try, because we want to show you how far Raid's come since it first launched. And to be honest, I was hugely pleasantly surprised, because the fact is, I jumped. It wasn't like a case of I felt so behind every other Raid player, because I came in, there was promo codes available to me. You can still use Super Victory for another legendary champion. So I instantly dived in with 2 legendary champions. I was leveling up, and the pace of the game's really nice, so it didn't feel like I was stuck behind such a long grind, like I'm going to have to put an entire year into a game, which I have experienced with other games. I have experienced joining up, playing the game, and it literally would take me like 2 years to grind to get anywhere near the top players. I felt like I'm really in with the mix quite early on, which I really, really, really liked. So definitely, I would, you know, I've already said to the team that I'm going to continue on playing Raid Shadow Legends, which is a surprise for me because I have many games going, you know, I have many games on the go at the moment, and being able to bring a new game into my life is not the easiest thing to do when being so busy. The fact is, Raid has slid straight into there, and I'm definitely going to be open to many different Raid tournaments in the future. I'm going to keep on grinding, and I hope you guys do too, because it was really fun. And now I'm going to show you a kind of final kind of how my team went, what my final champions were, and how it looked in the space of 2 weeks. So here we are, guys, with what I managed to achieve in the space of 2 weeks in Raid Shadow Legends, and all I did myself was set up an account the way you guys can too. Literally, I loaded up, I got my free champion from clicking my link in the description down below, which was Foulbeard, and as you can see, I grinded hard to get him to level 60, we've nearly fully ascended him, and we have some amazing armor here. We then teamed him up with Pelops the Victor, again, very good champion, seriously helped us within this tournament. And then, funny enough, it wasn't expected, but this is some random miscreated monster that I literally just got through the shards. The shards are actually quite friendly in this game. Like, when you play a game and you have to open either like packs, or, you know, this time you're opening your summoning port, you head over to the summoning portal, you open shards, you do get some pretty awesome champions, and there's always a lot. It's not like you're constantly getting like rare or something like that. You're actually, you can see, this is how many legendaries I got within the space of 2 weeks. This guy Errol, we never ended up using him that much in the end because he didn't go with the pattern. Tagore was someone who I really loved. He was like my main, one of my mains in the game. Ezio was completely free right now, and you can still claim him, which he's in the main team. I'm still leveling him up right now, a part of Assassin's Creed, which is really cool. This guy here was a legendary, wasn't my favorite. I feel like there's probably a place for him somewhere in the game, but I still think he looks really cool. This was another legendary that I got towards the end and didn't have as much time to rank up in the tournament. But you think about that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legendaries in the space of 2 weeks of playing, and a countless amount of epics. And by the way, even though the legendaries are the best to get, the epics, as I said, Tagore was right in there, Miscreated Monster was right in there, and you can keep leveling up, and there was also like a review thing to show you, like, it kind of gives you the best way to use them, and if they're worth, you know, actually being used in the game. So that was my full experience in 2 weeks of playing Raid Shadow Legends, and yeah, I had an awesome time, and it looks like we can actually end this video on a Void Shard, which has a progressive chance at getting a rare, epic, or legendary. Can we get lucky here? You can also do this where you can pick to potentially select one of these champions to boost the chances of summoning them, which is also quite an exciting thing to do. We're going to go for this one here, and then we're going to summon this and end this on a, can we get an epic or a legendary? Oh no, I think we got a rare. No! I think that was so sad. That would have been perfect if we ended up on another legendary there. But still, you know, even the epics, like if you get an epic, you can trade them in and you can actually sell them or put them into, you know, your other characters to get them better. There's always something to claim every single day as well in Raid, so, you know, if you're never feeling like, you get free gifts, you get energy boosts. That was, do you know what, that's a very interesting point about something I really want to explain about Raid, is, you know, when you play games and there's like, so for in Raid's case, it's the energy barely ever runs out, ever. So, like, that for me, look, we even claimed more there. You get more every day. So, we're at 1,280 out of 103 energy. So, and 930 gems. So I never felt like, hey, I can't play the game, because I was literally they give you way enough of stuff. It's not they limit you behind things. I was grinding hours on hours on hours every single day. My energy was fine. I never felt like I was low on gems. There was points where I felt like I was low on silver, but even then, you know, there was different. There was like when we were in the tournament, there was actually like days where I was just claiming like 1 million, 2 million. So you're building up again really easily, and you just have to make sure, like, you don't want a game to be too easy anyway, do you? So if you do get a little bit low on money, then you think, hey, how can I get some more silver? And you've got to think outside the box a bit, which I think is what makes a good game. But anyway, that is going to be my full video. I hope you guys have a fantastic time. We did actually, in one of the streams, if you want to go back and check, we opened up 20 primal shards, which for me are the best ones because they give you a chance at getting yourself is 0.5 but a mythical champion within the game, which is what happened in the tournament, which is absolutely crazy. This is the one I think we opened, which was, yeah. So yeah, anyway, I thank you guys so much. I can't wait to keep you guys updated on my progress in the future on Raid Shadow Legends. I'm hoping there's going to be many more opportunities ahead, and thank you guys for watching.